Benny?
Okay, Papa.
Hey you guys, welcome back for some real life extreme cleaning motivation. This is a complete disaster clean with me. I think that's an understatement. And this is 2 days of cleaning my house here, and I'm basically going to show you right in the beginning here when we had to tear a wall down due to mold and a pipe bursting, and then after that I'll update you on the rest.
Yeah, I saw that's it.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Oh my god. Holy
I can't
shoot.
smell anything, can you?
Holy
Yeah.
what?
Wow.
I thought you were helping me.
I'm getting coffee, sir. Oh, Mike.
What color is his walls in
Hold
here?
on. Wow, look at that. Holy god. It's like a nightmare. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't smell nothing, so.
Freaking disaster. Disaster
Yeah,
is
should be.
in
They
progress.
finally woke.
Hey you guys, welcome back for the realest of the real cleaning motivation. I'm amazed I'm even filming right now, but it is such an outlet for me just to be able to show this and share this with people. It honestly helps keep my sanity intact. So I'm just showing you some of the before shots here, and this is over 2 days of cleaning with me. And I started out the first day in my bedroom just because if you haven't watched my previous video, we had two major leaks in the house, one due to some faulty tile in my upstairs ensuite's bathroom, and we also had a separate pipe burst in the basement. The one in the basement wasn't even that bad because, you know, it's exposed and you can put a bucket underneath it and just repair it really quickly. The complete nightmare of this entire situation is that the other issue with the bathroom upstairs, everything, absolutely everything had to be opened up there, and obviously you don't know what you're going to find behind the walls. Part of the problem is that some of the water leaking from the upstairs bathroom that is right above my bedroom closet of all places, so it has been an absolute mess doing multiple loads of laundry. I'm still working on it. I have all of my clothes just spread all over the house, and you know, I'm tired of living out of bags, but there's not much I can do right here. I am just, you know, in that survival mode trying to keep everything moving in this house because, well, someone has to, right? And so since the last video, obviously, as you saw, I decided to just open up this video, this cleaning video with showing you those clips so I could speak about it. But they obviously had to open or, you know, demo the entire wall in the upstairs bathroom and living area that's there. So literally, you know, it's unlivable in my upstairs. And as you can see, there was mold all on the framing work of the wall there. Luckily, the pipes up there were okay because that would have been quite an added expense. But we do have to have the framing completely repaired, and they actually took out most of the mold just by taking out that wall. If there's any, you know, silver lining to all of this, because there was no vent in the area that the mold was in, nothing spread. So luckily it's just in that section, and because they could take most of it out, we could still live in the downstairs. It's not ideal. And first of all, on the second half of this cleaning video, I decided to completely declutter this kitchen cabinet. I'm really just trying to control what I can and do things that make me happy. Cleaning is therapy to me, and when I can't control that complete disaster upstairs, I want to be able to control what I can downstairs because I know I am going to have such a project even after it's all fixed, just cleaning, sanitizing, absolutely everything upstairs in my house. So I decided to go to Target. I got this awesome organizer right there. It's actually expandable, which I loved. And when I declutter any kind of space, I really love to just start with one piece and then see what I need. I think that um, I will be picking up a few extra organizers, but sometimes you don't know until you start going through a cabinet. I think this ended up working really well. I was laughing at myself here because I started putting I separated it by baking supplies, spices, different coffees and teas, and that kind of thing. And I ended up having to move it to the second shelf because I wanted to put the spices just easily accessible on that bottom cabinet. But um, the organizer was super inexpensive, only $10, and I think I might be picking up a few more just for all of like different baking supplies. I have quite a few of my kitchen cabinets to still go through, and I just love when I can find like a good deal like that that works out really well. And I love that it's expandable because it's just, it's convenient if I want to add more spices or whatnot to it. So that's what I decided to do on this first day, and it really just, it uplifted me. Sometimes you just need to laugh these things off. I mean, I joke about it sometimes, like, I've actually had a few people like DM me on Instagram, like, how are you doing? How do you just keep moving and pushing through all of this? And, my whole thought process is like, what good is it if, I have a meltdown? Like, things still have to get done, and you just have to keep pushing along. I mean, life just isn't fair. It just throws things at you. And to go back into that situation, um, also, if you've been following me, my father had basal skin cancer surgery, and we are waiting on the pathology reports. Life is so funny to me. I feel like we live in this day and age of everything just being so absolutely rushed, where sometimes you feel like you can't even breathe because of just the quickness of life nowadays. I mean, everything's instantaneous, and except I've noticed healthcare. And so it takes about 10 days to get the final report back. They did feel confident that they got all of the cancer out, but obviously I am, still waiting for those results just to get that final okay. So, in the midst of my house being completely torn apart, my father is actually staying with us because I wanted to be able to watch him because he had to have a bit of tissue removed. It was a deeper surgery, and it's almost comical. So he's kind of we moved one of the beds we had downstairs into Maddie's room so that he could stay there, recovering while we have mold, water damage, and a 4-year old who just wants to be with him all of the time. It's just tough because kids at that age too. She's just overjoyed that he's there and spending time with us, and I am too. Honestly, though, it's keeping things light in a way, and I think that there's nothing like having all of the family, my close family together while this intense situation is happening. And, just being a mom and trying to keep everything as normal as possible for my 4-year-old. She obviously can tell more things and is just more aware of situations with my dad not feeling well. And it's been tough just, reassuring her that he's okay because he's not as active, obviously, in the current moment with everything going on. I'm almost like, why couldn't have this all occurred during summertime when it would have just been so much easier with her not having to go to school and having anxieties and such? But she's doing pretty well overall. And as I say, the show must go on. I'm just trying to keep things really normal in the house, keep things fun, and take her places so that, her everyday life doesn't feel so misplaced, even if mine does, right? That's what we do as moms. We're always making sure that everything else and everyone else is okay before us. Something that I learned from my mom quite well. And I guess is serving me right now. But on this second day, I just decided to start cleaning up the everyday mom mess. The house was just a complete wreck because I have people coming in and out constantly, and I know it's probably going to be like that for at least another week or two. So I was laughing so hard right here because John was interrupting my cleaning because he wanted some chicken wings and decided to show them all to you guys. They were our favorite, which are the blackberry barbecue with a side of medium sauce, and they are absolutely delicious. And I'm one of those people that loves comfort food in the middle of a crisis. Luckily, it is really helpful that John is so handy with construction and knows how to do a lot of things. We definitely, obviously, have had to pay and will be paying a lot of out of pocket, but there's a lot that he can fix on his own as well. And so here I am just trying to do the everyday messy house transformation. I feel like that doesn't do it justice, but the dishes aren't going to stop flowing, right? I'm just taking care of all of this in the kitchen. I needed to give the sink a really good deep clean and my stove, and it wasn't perfect. This wasn't about perfection this week. It was just about getting things, back together as much as possible. So just finishing cleaning all that up, and then I moved on to sanitizing some of Maddie's items from upstairs. So next right here, I was just sanitizing my daughter's travel potty seat and her little step stool. One of the other things that's just been really chaotic is I've had to be taking Maddie to her sitter's house for 2 days a week just so I can focus and get some things done around the house. Obviously, with everything going on, but it's just, it's a lot of chaos. I normally am able to be lucky enough to have someone come here, and I'm already just, I feel like I'm in my car constantly. Do any other moms feel me on this? Like between Maddie starting school and it's only for a couple hours a day, it's just like I'm constantly traveling, okay? Like I am in and out of that car all the time, and so it's just really hard to be on top of time management, and with having to take her now there to, be watched at times, it's just an added stressor. I know it'll only be another week or two probably that I have to do it, but it luckily, my daughter absolutely loves her, and I was kind of nervous at first how she was going to just respond to that situation because she already has so much chaos going on. But luckily, just because they're already so close and she's like family to us, my daughter actually had a blast over there. So that was something that definitely lowered my anxiety because I didn't need an added thing going on with that as well. And I finished up this video by just tackling this everyday hot mess in my living room. I try to stay on top of it as much as possible just because we're all really just living in there at this moment. There's only so much space when you've lost half your house to live in. um, but I felt really good. It's one of those things. I had so many plans, prior to this whole house disaster happening where I wanted to clean my rugs and do really deep cleaning in the house, but that's going to have to wait, and that's just life sometimes. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you got some good motivation out of this, and I will see you soon to show you, hopefully, the start of the cleanup of the disaster. I love you all. Thanks for being here, and till next week.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you